If you're a WhatsApp user, then chances are that this message has popped up on your screen when you open your WhatsApp application recently. Or if it hasn't, it will come soon. And you probably didn't bother reading the content of the message. You just went ahead and agreed to the terms of service anyway. But a deeper and closer look at the contents of the newly updated WhatsApp terms of service reveals some shocking revelations about the data WhatsApp is asking you to give them access to. The updated policies have added new sections about transactions and payments data, as well as location information. It has also made it clear that information and data can be collected and shared with Facebook companies if WhatsApp believes it is needed. So, clicking the agree button to these service terms basically means you are signing away your whole personal information and digital privacy to Mark Zuckerberg and his buddies to do with it as they wish. The part that has infuriated most users is the tone that WhatsApp uses to present these terms to its users. You are asked to agree to these conditions or get the F out, delete WhatsApp and move on. You don't have a say. This has caused an uproar on social media against WhatsApp and Facebook, with many influential figures joining the protests. Billionaire and Tesla CEO Elon Musk tweeted simply, "Use Signal." Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey also directed his followers to use Signal as an alternative to WhatsApp. And in the last week, we have seen a mass exodus of users from WhatsApp to other messaging platforms like Telegram and Signal. WhatsApp is currently the largest messaging service in the world with over 2 billion monthly active users. Telegram has around 400 million users as of the time of recording this video, while Signal has around 20 million monthly active users. And these figures are likely to change by the time you see this video because a lot of people are actually leaving WhatsApp and joining these platforms. While WhatsApp stands undefeated given the number of users, we can't shy away from the growing popularity of Telegram and Signal. More than 100,000 users installed Signal across the app stores of Apple and Google in the last week, as of the time of writing the script, while Telegram picked up nearly 2.2 million downloads, and it is important to note that these figures are multiplying every minute. New installs of WhatsApp fell 11% in the first 7 days of 2021 compared with the prior week. In the month of December 2020, Apple updated its privacy policy on the App Store. According to Apple, users can learn about some of the types of data an app may collect from them, and whether that data is linked to them or used to track them by checking the app's information on the App Store. This label's launch caused a furor between Apple and app developers whose data collecting practices were now heavily exposed. Facebook led this charge, taking out full-page ads to argue against Apple's move. Thanks to these labels by Apple, we are now able to see exactly what kind of data Facebook Messenger and WhatsApp collects from its users, compared to similar apps like Telegram, Signal, and iMessage. The Facebook Messenger has 65 different privacy labels spanning third-party advertising, analytics, product personalization, app functionality. They even collect data about your health, fitness, your precise location, and so on. WhatsApp, on the other hand, has 16 different privacy labels, which we are going to look at in detail shortly. Telegram has just 3 labels, that is your contact info, contacts, and your user ID. Apple iMessage has 7 labels, while Signal has none. Now here are some clauses in the new WhatsApp policy that are calling for concern. In the paragraph where they talk about payments, transactions, and data payments, WhatsApp says, if you use our payment services or use our services meant for purchases or other financial transactions, we process additional information about you, including payment accounts and transaction information. And part of that additional information about you will include your payment method, your shipping address, and they will even collect your payment information and store them. Note the word include, which means they might collect any information about you they deem fit. Now here's the paragraph where it gets tricky and scary. They have a section called automatically collected information. Once you accept the new WhatsApp terms of service, WhatsApp can automatically collect information about your activities on the platform, and this includes your performance information and diagnostics. It doesn't even end there. They monitor and collect information about how you interact with other users on the WhatsApp platform, including businesses, the time, frequency, and duration of your activities and interactions. They monitor and collect information about the type of WhatsApp features you like to use, like messaging, calling, groups, including group names, group pictures, group descriptions, payment or business features, profile photos, about information, whether you are online or when you were last seen on WhatsApp, and when you last updated your about information. And this sounds like WhatsApp is stalking or monitoring its users' every move. Else, why will they be monitoring which groups you belong to? And they will be collecting information about the groups and what the groups are all about. Shouldn't that be personal? I'm just saying. And if you are thinking that they are done yet, hold on. They collect information about the kind of phone you use, the model of your phone, your battery percentage, the operating system of your phone, the kind of browser you are using, the mobile network you are using to connect to the service, language and time zone, IP address, device operations, and information. WhatsApp also says we collect and use precise locations information from your device, and that happens when you use any of WhatsApp's user location related features. And they still went ahead to say, even if you do not use our location related features, we use IP addresses and other information like phone number, area codes to estimate your general location. That is more like saying even if you don't give it to us, we'll still go ahead and take it anyway. And also, even if you are not a WhatsApp user, WhatsApp can still grab hold of your personal data from another WhatsApp user with whom you shared your personal information with. But you see, collecting all this information is one aspect, but what they do with this information is what is really the problem. When Facebook acquired WhatsApp in 2014, Facebook promised to allow WhatsApp to remain an independent platform from Facebook, meaning your information remain encrypted. But this new privacy policy is aimed at integrating WhatsApp into Facebook, which many users are seeing as a betrayal of trust. Now, here is where the bigger problem lies. Facebook works with a lot of third-party companies to provide their services, and they stated it on this new policy that they share your personal information and personal data with these third-party companies to use them on their behalf. According to Apple, WhatsApp, unlike iMessage or Telegram, collects your data in such a way that it is linked to your identities, such as your bank account and your other metadata. Meaning, should there be a hack or a system breach, hackers can trace your exact pieces of information back to you directly, because those pieces of information are not encrypted. Having a user's financial information, phone number, location, credit card details, where the user lives, who the user chats with on WhatsApp, the user's house address, family information, and a whole lot of things about the user in the hands of people that the user does not even know is kind of scary. It is important to note that WhatsApp still remains an end-to-end encrypted messaging service, meaning no one can read your messages, but your metadata is what they're actually interested in. And as mentioned earlier, that metadata includes information about your activity, device-specific information such as hardware model, operating system information, browser information, IP address, mobile network information including phone number, and device identifiers. Despite the mass exodus of users, WhatsApp still remains on top, but other instant messaging apps are gaining speed and momentum like we've never seen before. While preparing the script for this video, I got a notification from Telegram on my device saying that they have surpassed over 500 million active users. They gained over 25 million new users in the last 72 hours, which is totally insane. Do you remember this front page cover of Forbes magazine from 2007? It featured the Nokia CEO standing in front of the magazine with his phone on his ears and saying Nokia is celebrating its 1 billion customer as of the time. Nokia was controlling 50% of the world's smartphone market. But today, where is Nokia? WhatsApp should be careful what they wish for, because numbers don't really mean anything in the world that we live in right now. Until the next time, I remain your host, Kingsley. Please don't forget to smash that like button and leave a comment down below, right? Share this video with your friends. I'll catch you again in the next one.